2, 1.
Are you going to announce this like the beginning of an NBA basketball game?
And on the top square, we have the one and only Sports Invest 1, 2, 3. And in the middle, we have Bailey from Baileyjoe Cards. And in the bottom, yours truly, Joseph Maxig from the Baileyjoe Card Show. Well, welcome to episode 2 of the Baileyjoe Card Show. Today we have some actually really great things planned to talk about. Pretty excited. We're actually going to be doing our second box break on the channel. This one's going to be a personal box break, and we just got our website live. It's Baileyjoecards.com, and we have a ton of 2020 Prizm blasters listed over there. The blasters are going for 30, and the mega boxes are going for 65. So head on over there and get into our group break or our box break.
They're hot.
Personal
break. We'll be starting that on Sunday at 6 p.m. So if you have any questions about it, just reach out to us, and we'll be happy. We'll be more than happy to answer them for you.
Peanut butter and jelly time.
That's right. They're hot boxes, man. You're getting like an auto every blaster and at least one in mega.
Literally, I've watched at least 10 boxes, and I'm pretty sure every single one of them has had at least one auto.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. Way to go, Panini.
Crazy, man. Way to go, Panini. Oh, man. So are you guys excited for the draft on Thursday?
I'm still I'm reminiscing about last night's Last Dance as well, too.
Are you really? Dude, that show was awesome, man. It's cool to see, like, the old school, like, hard-nosed basketball, man. Those guys are the real deal.
Behind the scenes, too, stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, the draft should be good, too. Hopefully, you know.
I'm pulling up the projected draft picks.
Yeah, it should be interesting, man. This draft is I mean, QB cards are what really sells in football. So yeah. I'm excited for this draft because you got
there's definitely some talent out
Joe
there.
Burrow going number 1 of the Bengals. That's kind of a no-doubter. But then you have Tua and Justin Herbert hopefully going in the top 5. But we'll see, man. We'll see if the Dolphins or the Chargers trade up to get him. But if not, they're still going to end up probably with the Dolphins and the Chargers, and they need quarterbacks. But I mean, the Dolphins need more than just a quarterback. But
do you think because he did so poor on his like mental exam or whatever they do for the NFL that'll lower his draft stock?
Dude, I heard that was a hoax, man. He got a 19, and he was 1 point below the average. So I just think about that and. I don't know, man. I mean, it came out that he got
it's called the Wonderlic test.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are quarterbacks the only ones that take that test?
I think all players do.
But, like, they really lean heavily on that test for, I mean...
quarterbacks. The decision makers.
I mean, at least the media does.
So it's saying, I don't know what it's out of, but it's saying that offensive tackles average 26, a score of 26, centers average a score of 25, and quarterbacks average a score of 24. So, like, apparently the linemen are the smartest.
Maybe the lower score wins.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know if that would make sense, but...
Well, in a race, do you want to finish number 1 or number 25?
If you're not first, you're last, man.
So cool. We'll see. But how many quarterbacks do you think will get drafted in the top 10?
I'm hoping 3, but Herbert and Tua could drop potentially past 10, but I highly doubt it. I'm betting against it for sure.
I think
I'm hoping that Tua goes in the top 3, man. I mean, you're getting like plus 250 odds that he's going to go 3rd overall. So I feel like that's pretty good because the Dolphins might trade up to the Lions. So that's what I'm hoping. But regardless, I hope Tua ends up with the Dolphins and then Herbert ends up with the Chargers because I'm highly invested in their rookie cards. And if they do, they have an opportunity to start right away. And quarterbacks are really what's out with sports cards. So that would be awesome.
That's a really good point.
What do you think about Kyler Murray's performance last year?
I think he did okay, but I checked into his cards actually today a lot, and they're still pretty strong, man. I mean, there was a Kyler Murray out of 5 that was in the Optic series. So there was only 300 total autos in that series, and it was numbered out of 5, and it sold for almost $3,000. So it was a sticker auto too. So I mean, he's up there. I mean, Kyler Murray's.
I think he's got huge potential for next year. I think
so too, for sure.
Buying him now would be a good buy.
I think so too, actually. And once you look at all the numbers, I think he's a solid buy, especially once you look at Joe Burrow's and Herbert's and Tua's draft pick prices. Murray's a solid buy too, but then again, dude, Joe Burrow and Tua, they could be so good. And so could Herbert. Like, he's solid. Who knows? I mean, he's got such a good arm.
That you think Joe Burrow's going to be like the next
Yes.
Brady.
I think he's got like a 10 to 15-year career. I hope.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he's solid all the way around. Just watching him play at LSU is crazy. But
are you going to buy some Buccaneer Brady jerseys or cards?
Yes.
That was a stupid question, I think.
Yeah, I collect Tom Brady. I am a collector when it comes to Tom Brady cards. So
that's a good point.
I'm willing to pay. It is what it is, I guess, especially the numbered ones. From like Select and 2015 to 2019 Select. Some of those are some cool looking cards that you can get for decently cheap. Anything under 99, if I can get for like 20, 25 bucks, I'm in.
Wow.
Would
you put Zion in the collector category? What are your thoughts on that?
No. Zion's in like the year-to-year category for me, but he's not in the. I don't know, man.
Long-term hold, because I feel like his stock is so volatile.
Yeah, but he's good, man.
He could make it. Who knows? He could just be a straight box.
I mean, God forbid, as long as he doesn't get hurt, like.
We already got hurt.
I know, but yeah, that was like a pre-hurt, like didn't know how to walk type thing.
Yeah.
I think he's still trying to figure out how to walk. He's got more of a wobble.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think about all the guys. I mean, even like Tua this year, he broke his hip like 6 months ago. Like, think about breaking your hip.
Yeah, you don't recover from that. Probably.
I mean, you don't recover the same, but then again, like a broken bone heals back stronger than a normal bone. So, coming from 3 knee surgeries myself, I feel like, I mean,
you're getting stronger.
I'm not in my 40s yet, I guess, but.
So what
we'll see.
Tua autos are you buying?
Huh?
What Tua autos are you buying?
All of them. No, I'm just kidding.
All the Tua autos. So like every single Tua auto that's been sold that I'm looking at was
go right to the sports investor.
Wow.
No, I own about 5 of them, 5 or 6. 2 of them are numbered out of 125. One's out of 99, and then one out of 75. And then I have one for him that's out of like 149 or something like that too. But
how much do you think these guys get paid to sign each card?
I was wondering that because they all sign a contract to sign. Like, I mean, this year there's like almost 550 sticker autos, 550-ish, maybe 600, maybe only 500 sticker autos for like the top 10 draft picks. So
explain the difference between a sticker auto versus non.
A non would be an on-card auto, so those are more rare. So like Optic in the 2019 Optic series, they did 300 and they did almost 300 total on-card autos. They didn't have sticker autos, so that's what I found out today.
They're going to move more to these sticker autos too because they just send a booklet to the player's house and then he just signs them all and sends them back.
Right, for sure. That's why the on-card autos are or should be valued a little higher than the sticker autos. But
that is a crazy thing to think about. Like they actually had to sign the card instead of just like a booklet of stickers.
Yeah, like don't scuff the corners, bro.
Right, but at the same time, you only have one rookie card, so it's really tough Like there's a lot of rookies that don't have like a signed on card rookie card, except for like and there's only a couple hundred of them out there where there's more stickers on a rookie card, and that's what's valuable. I'd rather have a guy's rookie card sticker auto than a second year on card auto. Even if it was from like National Treasures, I want that rookie card logo. At least I do. That's probably what my collector's hat.
No, I would definitely prefer an on card auto for sure. But like I guess as if there's aren't any.
Right.
Yeah, if you bought them all up, then what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, I mean, no, I only had like 5 or 6, man. There's 59 active listings right now on eBay for Tua autographs. So
I'm looking at them myself.
Are you? And there's 27 auctions. So, like, the 6 quarterbacks that I follow between Burrow, Tua, and Herbert, and then I'm kind of thinking like Jake Fromm. Did you ever watch like Friday Night Lights back in the day?
Yeah.
Bailey, you watched that a little bit, didn't you?
I don't know.
The Friday Night Lights?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was just a good kid all around, and I
Sunshine?
liked him. And,
oh, no, that's the wrong movie.
Who are you talking about exactly?
It's a show. Friday Night Lights, the show.
What's the guy's name?
Jake Fromm. Okay. Played at Georgia. He's solid. He's like he could be a second round underdog, you know.
Wait, what did you say?
Jake Fromm.
Yeah, what's his projection, did you say?
I think he's going to be like a second, third round potential underdog. I mean, you look at Tom Brady. I mean, he was the 199th pick overall. He was like around 4 or 5, like way back, and he's like the best ever. I mean, him and LeBron James are arguably the 2 best athletes like ever to live. So, and he was a fifth rounder, the 199th pick overall. Barely got picked. It's crazy, but he's going to win more championships than anybody else.
Yeah, not a lot of athletes live up to the hype of their draft pick number, I feel like.
No, a lot of them. That's why football is so volatile. Like buying up, like football cards aren't as popular because guys are just in and out, shorter careers.
Oh yeah, they're getting beat to hell.
Right. So.
Jake Fromm, have you bought any of his autographs?
I have like 6 or 7 of them. They're actually really cheap right now. I picked up 3 of his numbered autos to 30 for like $60, $65, and $70.
I'm looking the other day,
so an average of $65.
I'm looking at an out of 125 that sold for 55 today. His one of one sold today for $150.
So
$150?
Yep.
His one of one
gold auto. Oh wait, no, that's 10 of 10. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 1 of 1. That's probably a $600, $700, $800 card, maybe 1,000, man.
And literally, this is the description. Jake Fromm, RC 2020 Panini Prizm Draft, gold auto, 10 of 10, autograph Georgia, 1 of 1. So I was like, what? I was looking at the 1 of 1.
It could be like the number 1 card.
Yeah, people do. I freaking hate when people do that. They put like population out of 10.
eBay 1 of 1, like the 10 out of 10. I don't know. Like I get it, but I don't get it. Like
it's Bush League, man.
It's people trying to like fool people in the market, which is not cool.
Right. Like I don't get as mad when people put PSI 10 question mark. Like I don't like if they really think it's a PSI 10. If I get it and it's not somewhat a PSI 10, like I would be a little upset. But the 1 of 1, I just don't get that.
So how many Joe Burrows do you have?
6, 5. I think I'm gonna hold them though. I think that's a hold for me. I think that's I think he's gonna be good, and I'm expecting it, but they're more expensive, obviously, than like a Tua. I mean, a Tua to 125, his price right now is going for like 280.
So you think that his card will have more of the Zion effect, where his card is. We can still see you. Don't worry.
Oh, you can?
You think his card will have more of a Zion effect, to where it will like continue to go up even after the
release?
Do.
I think Burrow, yes, for sure, but yeah, man, they're also like volatile.
Because Joe, weren't you buying Zions like early in the season for like way cheaper?
The wrong time. I was buying them at the wrong time. Yeah, the college cards. The college cards from the people that I've spoken with, at least for basketball, have said that the best time to sell those is right after the release, because the value has fallen. I would say probably it's over than half their value has decreased, and they're, it might go back up. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I didn't sell them because it's like selling your stuff
right now because of that. Like, people are selling college jersey. I mean, think about it. It's the first one that's come out, especially the autograph draft prisms.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first rookie card auto of that guy, I don't know.
I think the autos definitely hold their value better.
Oh, for sure.
And will probably beat the odds. But
yeah,
I would have to think that it's probably true to say that these cards are going to sell for the most they're going to sell for now until the season starts.
Like, starts back up?
Yeah.
So you think once the season... Okay, I mean, obviously.
I think they'll sell for their highest now. They'll fall off this summer. And then once the season starts up, depending on how players do, they'll probably go, they'll start to vary and go back up again.
So do you think there won't be a end of the season?
Will there be an NFL season?
No, an end to the NBA season this year.
No,
they're going to keep playing.
I don't know. I'm flip a coin at this point.
Do you think there'll be a March Madness?
No. That's already been canceled. But for the NBA, like, they gotta make their money, and like they feel obligated to figure something out, whether it's just do some sort of playoff. I don't know, but and then on the other hand, like, if they push it back so far, it's just gonna go into the next, like, 2021 or the 2020-2021 season. Like,
think about the events and things that are already scheduled for that place that are being pushed back now. Like, they're going to be competing with those types of things.
I feel like all events have been canceled.
That's really true. Anyway. But I think...
But they're going to try to find time to do them,
Like, they'll figure it out, man. They'll shorten the season. They'll do a playoff. They'll do a March Madness-style playoff.
But I'm not going to be surprised if they don't.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, they did do some pretty weird stuff with the what was the game after Kobe passed away, the All-Star game. That was strange, right? The scoring for that?
Yeah, it was like first team to 2.
They were doing the charity type game.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like you had to get to a certain amount of points to win. And then it kept
in the fourth quarter it was like the first team to score 26 or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was something really strange. And so I can see the NBA doing something strange again. I mean, it looks like they're up for trying out new ideas.
Whatever I heard, I don't remember who it was, but I was doing I was watching a lot of videos of what people were saying on the MLB and NBA seasons, and they were talking about how the NBA was talking and saying that they're going to try and maybe start some sort of season in Las Vegas. But, like, obviously no fans. But, like, as LeBron said, like, he's not going to play in front of fans. But, like, also, if the NBA's, like, if
You'll only play in front of fans, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. But if the NBA is telling LeBron, like, you have to play, like, I don't know.
LeBron's probably, I mean, he's got to generate most of the income for the NBA anyways, so he might be.
Good point.
I'm sure he has a say.
All right, let's talk about this sports card releases compared, like, for the NBA, because you know how they do, like, the draft prisms, and then they come out with, like, contenders, and then prism, and then optic. So football is, like, way different. So, like, I looked this up today, and so the draft prism in 2019, it came out like last March 28th, so a year ago. So that was like the last prism. Now the next thing that came out was the normal prism football cards, and it wasn't until like November 1st you saw the first listing on eBay. So November 1st, man, they're almost like through their football season by the time the first cards even come out. Think about that.
So you got to pre-buy a bunch of.
No, I mean, the only cards that are now through half their season is the Prizm Draft Pick rookies, man. Like
It keeps you
this is
from.
it. This is why
Wow.
I think these are going to be way more valuable than the
What's that due
Prizm
to?
basketball. Like you can't even compare the two
Why is that? Why did they do
because
that?
they. Uh, I don't know, man. Great
Are they
question.
maybe Panini's trying to bring value to those cards.
I think it's because like they don't know who's going to actually be good.
I think also,
Like
yeah, they
Johnny
don't.
Manziel, I mean, his cards plummeted after a year. So
Mm.
you just don't know who's going to be good. So you try and like figure out how many you're going to be printing of everybody, and then I don't know,
But do
man.
they print different numbers of different players? Obviously, right?
Yeah. So last year they did 350 autos in the 2019 compared to 550 this year for the Prizm drafts. And then in the Prizm last year, the actual Prizm in October, they did 500 autos. So I'm wondering if they're going to do 500 again for this upcoming Prizm that's
Per
going to be coming
player?
in November. No. Yes, per player, 175 players.
So
Did
every
okay.
player gets the same amount of cards, though.
Not necessarily.
That's what
Not
I want to know.
necessarily. I mean, most of them do. I think most of them do. I mean, except for like Ben Simmons last year for the Sixers, he didn't sign his RPAs. I was watching a video on this. Like they sent him like 500 cards to like sign, and like he didn't do it.
What's an
So they
RPA?
sent him back, and it was supposed to be an RPA. Ben Simmons for the Sixers, and he didn't sign him.
Tell everything Ben Simmons. What a punk.
I know, right? So like they're supposed to, but I think most people have like normal. I bet most of the contracts are the same. I just wonder if this year, because of everything that's going on, they loaded up the Prizm 2020 draft with
But
550
there's
autos.
no
Like
way they could have just loaded up, like, because they would have had to have known, like,
I know,
it
you're
all
right,
happened so fast they wouldn't have been able to just get more autographs.
right? Maybe they just have more autos throughout every box, including Prizm Draft, and Optic and
Were there a ton
Contenders.
of autos in the NBA draft picks?
One per
Yeah, five.
box.
It was the
There
Yeah.
really
same thing.
was an
Five.
auto in almost every box.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was 5 autos in the hobby, and then it was pretty much the same thing. Yeah,
One in
I got a bunch
Master.
of no
yeah,
namers, though. And I got like multiples. I got like 3 or 4 of one person auto.
So they probably actually do put the bigger guys only in the hobby boxes.
Not
yeah.
necessarily. I just think they spread out the bigger guys a little bit more. Or you're going to catch it where you catch it. So like if you're going to get,
That is
you're either
so
going to get
true.
a, you're either going to get
Yeah.
a bunch of good cards or a bunch of bad cards.
Yeah, I agree, man. Because I've seen some good guys come out of these cellos. Or Cello had an
Yeah.
auto of I think it was Herbert the other day, and it
Mm.
was like, whoa, out of a cello. I mean, it's a big hit.
We need an insider in Panini, and
Yeah, that would be
we need to
nice
do like an interview with one of these Panini folks.
for sure. Let me go over this too. So the 2019 Prizm Draft basketball. So the hobby box went for $99.99, and right now it's at $275. So right when it was released, it came out for $100, and now it's at $275. The current hobby box for football Prizm is $125, and right now that's what it came out as three weeks ago, and right now it's at like $230 to $250. So the draft basketball Prizm's at $275. So like the hobbies like almost getting up there, man. And I think it's just because of the quarterbacks this year. There's a lot
Yeah,
of hot.
But if you were able to check the prices on those NBA draft boxes, the month that they were released back in November, whenever that was, those would have been probably much higher. I mean, I feel like they would have been higher than they are now.
For which one?
NBA draft pick.
So like you go back to the month they were released.
But you can't, not on eBay anyways.
Right.
Well, they came out at $99.99. Like that was what you could buy into a box break for. It was like $125.
All right. Well, January 25th, one sold for $182. So that was 2 months after.
Yeah, but that's 2 months. I mean, we're 3 weeks after on ours, and we're almost at the
I
same
know,
price.
but I probably
I
went
think this is
down.
peak time. I think it's peak time.
It probably went down, and then people realized that the Zion hype was so real, so then it went back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus, it looked like Pelicans were going to make the playoffs too. They had a run.
That is true, but
Yeah.
another factor that I think is like so many more people are getting into the hobby like at such an extremely
For sure.
rapid pace. So like
They'll all go up.
there's gonna be even more and more football people that get in, because like
Mhm.
I mean everybody's saying football's cheaper, football's cheaper. So like
It won't be for long.
yeah, like
I think football is awesome. I think it's a great time to get into football because everything's pretty cheap.
Oh,
So
it's all preseason. Yeah, it's
you
all.
get rookie card autos of like a Love or a Jalen Hurts for like $50, $100 number. Like,
dude,
dude,
that's
Jalen
crazy. And
Hurts, who knows? He could start for anybody.
the best part about it is that there is one auto basically in every blaster, and you can go over to our website right now and buy yourself into a personal break for $30. It's
Hmm.
pretty much cheap. That'll be
It's
shipped
the
too if
best
you
deal
buy
you're
two
gonna
of them.
find.
So it's pretty much cheaper than what you're gonna find anywhere else. So
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I'm
thirty
in. I'm
bucks for a
in.
blaster box,
yeah,
and they're already like
shipped to your house.
$22 on at the store if you even find one, plus
I
tax.
know that it's crazy that we have them.
Wow, that'll be fun.
Crazy, man.
I might have to buy one.
You literally cannot find them at stores, like unless you're lucky.
Yeah, I got lucky one day, and it's Corona time, so like, wear a mask. No one's out there buying cards.
Yeah.
Go get you some.
No mask needed. You don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah, I spit on Corona bugs.
All right, one other thing I wanted to talk about was the investing versus collecting argument that people are having. I've seen like a ton of people on Twitter having this argument, and like obviously the investors are saying like, how can you not invest in cards? And the collectors are like, you're crazy. Like it's a piece of cardboard. You can't invest in a piece of cardboard. So like, I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
It's clearly proven wrong that you can invest in a piece of cardboard, but I think what happens is the separation in age group and the people that have been collecting or investing for the last 30 years or whatever, they're the ones that are a little bit more not as accepting of the fact that there's a lot of new people coming into it just to flip or just to make a buck. And I feel like they sort of see that as like a disrespectful way to get into the hobby, because the hobby is strong and the culture is strong and the community is strong. And I think that, this influx of new people getting into the hobby is really going to change the market and the pricing and everything. And it's really going to screw things up for these people that are just trying to collect. And, it's going to raise the prices for all the cards that they've been collecting forever. And I think it's just going to be a little bit of a battleground for a while until, Baileyjoe Card Show comes in and is the mediator for everyone.
No, dude, for real, like those are some really good points. Yeah, like part of it is like salt, like like these people are raising our prices, but like a lot of them really don't think that, like they're so set on you, these are not investments. Like yes, you can manipulate the market to try and make a buck, but like these aren't. I'm leaning more towards them being investments just because of the simple definition of investment. But like, I don't know.
What is the definition of investment?
It's like
Can you
buying.
read that to me real quick before I chime in?
Yeah, let me invest.
Also, I think the super fans versus the flippers. You know what I mean? Like, you got people that just want to have a card that was touched by Lionel Messi. You know what I mean? Like, they don't care what it's worth. They just want to have that because he touched it, and that's the closest they'll ever get to him.
Yep. That would be a
Not
collector.
good definition.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's room for both collectors and investors. And honestly, like I think the hobby wouldn't be nearly as strong if there was only one or the other.
No, you gotta have it.
There's room for both.
All right, here's the definition straight from Investopedia. It says an investment is an asset or item acquired with the goal of generating income or appreciation. So like, what is an asset? Like, it's just something that is worth money. I don't know.
Something purchased.
All right. So if I feel like I'm both a collector and an investor, but I feel like I can't be one without the other. Because if I collect, for example, I collect Tom Brady cards and I collect LeBron cards, but if I buy a LeBron card for $2,000 and 3 weeks later I see that card's worth $800, I'm gonna be upset. Like, I'm still happy I have my LeBron card and I still feel good that I have my LeBron card, but I'm upset. Now, if I look at the stock market and it went from $2,000 to $3,500, like, I am even more happy that I have my LeBron card. So,
but are you going to sell your LeBron
investor card? So, yeah, am I going to sell? I mean, you name the right, everything's for sale. So that's, I guess, what makes me an investor. So you name the right price.
You're a diehard collector.
Huh?
Unless you're a diehard collector, you take it to the grave with you and your grandkids sell it.
Dude,
at some point, it's going to get sold.
At some point, it will. And there's no doubt about that. I mean, it just will, just like everything else.
Right. I mean, there's just a lot of different, there's just a lot of different ways to invest, man. And there's so many fun ways. I mean, the long-term approach is fun with like a LeBron or a Michael Jordan, but it's way more expensive. I mean, it's conservative because there's only so many PSA 10 LeBron Topps Chrome rookies, but because there's only so many, they're super expensive. But you really probably won't ever see that card decrease in value unless the economy crashes and people really need money.
Here's what I'll say. I think I was a collector as a child, so I had binders and binders full of cards. I wanted not typically a single player because you couldn't buy players like that. I mean, unless you went to a card show, it's not like you can hop online and buy players, but I was trying to get full sets. I was excited for my favorite players. Sometimes they would make it into, they'd make it into a case like this one. And sometimes I would keep the full sets in the binders and just look at them. And that was something that I had fun doing. Mm-hmm. But now I've sold all those cards. So I held on to them. I was a collector with no intentions of selling, no intentions of investing, just a child with a fun hobby. And then all of a sudden you're like, as an adult, wait a second, hobby turns career.
What did you do with that money that you sold those cards from?
I reinvested into more cards.
Reinvested it. So does that make you a collector or investor?
It makes me a collector turned investor, which I think is part of the process.
So both?
If you're looking for a card as a collector, you're going to buy the first card you see. If you're looking for a card as an investor, you're going to research before you buy the cards. And you're going to buy it at the best price available. So what happens is I think you look at these values and the collectors a lot of times are buying cards on the high end, not doing the research, just wanting the card because, and then they're finding out later that, oh crap, what the heck? Like, I just saw that same card for half the price. Why? And it's because people like investors are flipping those cards from, the small end of the market to the high end of the market. And I think that causes a little bit of anger from these collectors.
I think that's a good point. For me, what I like buying are players that I like in person. So like I'll find a player that I like Pete Alonso. Like, I literally think he's gonna break the home run record someday. So like,
I hope so.
I'll just watch his prices until I think that he probably can't go any lower, and then I'll buy him. Like basically, in my mind, it's like filling a team. Like, I'll buy it like in an investment, from an investment standpoint, it's like diversifying. So like not buying so many of the same player. And like, in my mind, as I said, like filling my team. I don't know.
I will say it's easier to invest in players that you're not personally vested in. So like players that I like, I become more of like a collector, like you said,
That's
Ben,
a really
like
good point.
Mm-hmm. And I have some players like Jason Tatum, like plays for Boston Celtics. I really don't like the guy. I really don't like the Celtics. Like, I'm flipping him all day long. Like,
That's awesome.
I'm not going to hang on to him. I don't give a crap about Jason Tatum.
Yeah, you're going to sell him and then you're going to go buy, Tom Brady's.
No, that's just funny because I just Kaylee really loves Jaren Jackson, so I just bought her like a PSA 10 Jaren Jackson like $30 Obsidian card. And I was like, but once that goes up in value, I'm selling it. And she was like, well, I hope it goes down in value then.
She's a collector.
Yeah, Kaylee's just a collector.
I think you start in the hobby as a collector always, and some people either remain collectors for their life or they turn into investors.
I think that is a good point, but I think you either start as a collector or an investor. Like, cause like all the Gary V those kids are never gonna say that they're collectors.
Yeah, and it all depends on your process too. Like, are you lining up cards? Are you instantly putting them back on the market, or are you hanging on to them, watching the market, and or waiting for a chance to to take advantage of it? It's yeah, there's just so many ways to go about doing it. I don't know. The collector in me loves certain cards, and the investor in me loves flipping them.
But you can be both.
Yeah, so like literally, there is no answer. You can. It's basically whatever you define yourself as. Like, and
Yeah.
the thing is you can define yourself as both. Like,
Yeah, and there's room for both, so no one should be mad at each other.
right, I agree. Like, as long as people are excited that the hobby is growing, like,
Yeah.
who are you gonna be mad at? Like, just
Some
be
of the
happy that
conversations.
people
Yeah.
have the same passion that you do for these little square pieces of cardboard that have art on them. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Personally, I'm gonna buy some blank pieces of cardboard, and I'm gonna draw some of these guys. And I'm gonna sell them.
All right,
So,
put them up on eBay as a PSI 10.
dude, I saw this. I'll pull it up on the screen right now. But I saw
Saw it
this
too.
art piece on Twitter of
sick.
some guy that drew a Zion card,
Yeah, I saw that too.
and
Huge.
that card is insane. I gotta find this.
That's cool. No, I think the hobby will continue to grow. Gary Vee seems to think that the hobby will like spike for a couple of years and then just like fall out of nowhere.
Shout out to JB Drawings 112. If you see this, hit me up because I want a drawing just like that,
I'll draw you one. I got you.
just like that.
I can't see it, but I know I will later.
Okay. Cool. Well, the last thing I wanted to talk about was just how you think the Last Dance documentary going forward will affect, like, not just Jordan prices, but like Scottie Pippen prices, like Dennis Rodman prices, all those guys.
They're
I think
already
it's
going up. They're already
think
going way up.
Do you
Yeah,
think
I
they're all
think
just going to keep going? At what point do they stop going up?
Michael Jordan's?
No,
Michael
like,
Jordan.
Probably never.
just
I
like,
think
I want to own all the Michael Jordans.
I think Michael Jordan just got a jump start on people buying his cards again because why would I mean at this point you're not going to sell that card for at least 6 months if you're trying to like make money on it.
Yeah. I'm more of a LeBron guy, man.
you don't think that he'll be highest highest for a while during the documentary?
I think he's probably going to be around his highest now or within the next like few weeks.
So like maybe halfway through the documentary.
Because people are stocking up before the doc. They're starting to sell now. And the people that are doing that probably, do you think they'll continue to buy through the doc and try to reinvest into more as the doc continues? Or
I think you're going to see a bigger increase in guys like Scottie Pippen,
That's what I
Dennis
was gonna say.
Rodman. You're going to see a bigger increase there. Like Michael Jordans are too expensive, except
They
for
are.
like his second, third, fourth year cards. But I mean, if you're really
96
talking about like
tops,
a prime card, Scottie Pippen rookie, coast to coast refractor or something like that, those are rare cards. So
I'm almost more interested in is actually getting like some 96 Fleer packs of cards and just a pull a Jordan. That's what I want to do.
there you go. You spend 10 grand in a box, pull a Jordan.
A Scottie
Yeah.
Pippen rookie 1988 Fleer card. PSA Gem Mint 10 sold today for $2,025.
His tops, Chrome, you said?
Scottie Pippen.
His 1988 Fleer rookie card.
You're rookie.
Fleer's awesome.
I agree.
Yeah.
What happened to
Awesome.
Fleer? Like,
They know.
Hey, you guys should buy some Joe Dumars Fleer.
Oh, I got tons of Joe Dumars, dude. Tons.
Clear? Yeah.
Not the, I don't know if they're rookies, but they're like 90s.
Why Joe
Are they?
Dumars?
Because
I
I
just think he's
collected
good.
cards.
So, Michael Jordan was interviewed one day, and they said if you could have one defender, like who was the best guy to ever defend you in games, and he said, "Oh, Joe Dumars, hands down." I mean, he's a two-time MVP of the finals, man.
I feel like he was one of the smartest players in the ever in the NBA too. He was like quiet, calm, and collected, just like intelligent.
Yeah, so good. And now he owns the Pistons. Like he's high up in the Pistons. I don't know exactly where he's at, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
His price
Like-
has gone up $150 in 1 week.
yeah. I only owned one of them, but I wish I owned like 5.
His PSA 10 rookie card. Wow.
I'd give one to you guys.
I have to start going through some old cards again and see if I have any lucky ones in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
Is there anything
So-
else that you guys wanna say for the people?
Tua, the best buy right now. Tua silver draft pick rookies, like the silver ones, for like 10 to $15. You should buy some Tuas.
Wow, that seems like a steal. Actually, I don't think I can high roll as much as you in the auto realm, but it's actually not that bad. It's really not. Like if you're getting the right guys and they do well,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that much more. I don't know why I feel.
So Kyler Murray's rookie silver, Kyler Murray's is going for like 175 right now. His silver. Tua's is going for $12. Burrow's is probably going for like 50.
Mm.
Tua's is going. Oh, okay. Sold for $10 today.
Yeah.
To a silver
Buy
did?
some of those.
Yeah.
The silver ones.
Yeah.
And then if you have like a grand or $1,500, you should buy some Zion draft autos because there's only like 50 of them, 100 of them, tops.
It's $1,000.
Yeah, but like there's only like 3 sales in the last month. They're super rare.
Here's kind of my thoughts on this with collecting certain players, and in this way it makes me a collector. I'm trying to buy the cheap end players and then buy them on the low end of their value, sell them on the high end of their value, and then invest them into a PSA of the same player. That way I don't lose money on my PSA investment because it's so high to get involved into it. And it kind of just brings my risk factor down. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does, man. It takes work, and you got to get a little lucky too. You know?
Yeah. It definitely is more work.
Yeah.
But I like learning about the cards. I like getting a feel of certain cards. I like
sure.
seeing different cards and just kind of gaining knowledge about
Yeah, it's your collector hat.
Don Russ versus Don Russ optics versus the silver, the prisms. They all feel different. They all have different weight to them. They're all different thicknesses and surfaces are all different. And I think that goes a long way with just kind of experimenting and dipping your toes in different areas. And look out, because Don Russ they're coming.
They're coming.
I think it'll start to react in the market like the Topps paper cards.
Yeah, I agree. People like that cardboard feel, man. Those prisms and those optics, they got like a glossy feel to them.
Yeah.
It's like that fake new age stuff.
They're actually more rare than you think too. Like even the optics compared to the prisms. I mean, optics always been Prism's little brother, I feel like.
Yeah.
But the optics, man, they're actually more rare than the prisms. So if you're after rarity, it's the optics that you probably want. So
yeah,
Don Russ has some numbered rookies that I got a Luka one numbered to 199 the other day. I mean, there's only 500 of them.
Man,
numbered to 299 too. So
I bought that out of 50 Zion yesterday.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. That'll be a fun one.
Great.
It's paying too, man. Should give it to the wife.
No, she hates sports cards. She probably rip it up.
Rip it up. It's cardboard.
I'll cry.
Great. What? You just ripped up $200. Why did you do that?
No, and then she get mad because it cost $200. You're walking into a one-way situation that you're not getting out of on top.
Oh my god.
Your ass is grounded.
Grounded. Go to your man cave. Just don't buy any sports cards.
Yeah. No, it'll be like grounded from your man cave. Like you can't go in your man cave. No one wants
man,
that.
I love you guys.
All right,
No,
guys.
man.
Thanks for watching episode 2 of the Baileyjoe Show. We appreciate you guys a lot. We had a lot of fun making this one. Make sure to check out our website, BaileyJoeCards.com. Get into our personal box break. We'll send those cards out. Free shipping as long as you spend more than $45. Follow us on all our social media. We got TikTok rolling, Instagram rolling. We got Twitter rolling. What else we got? Oh, and join our sports card club on Facebook. Got a lot of
Yeah,
good
I don't
sports
know
card
if
talk
Bailey
there.
Joe will make it onto Facebook, but the Sports Card Club is there for show.
I actually did just create the Facebook page, but I like the sports card club a lot better, so that'll probably be where we post.
Hey, how many blasters do we have?
33 blasters and 9.
How many do we have sold?
no-
Like 7?
yeah, 7 blasters. So as of now, it'll be at least an hour live stream on Sunday, starting at 6.
Okay. It's gonna be fun. I mean, they're a good bang for your buck too. So
Are you guys breaking anything on Sunday personally for your like own personal breaks?
Mega and a blaster.
I might break a blaster because I haven't opened one yet. I think what I might do though is break a blaster for myself and post it tomorrow, like just more advertising for the break on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like it almost doesn't seem right if you participate in your own personal break that way.
Yeah, I don't think I would definitely not participate in a group break, but probably not a personal break, but I would be more likely to do a personal break, but definitely not a group break.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Personal break. Break that mega for me, dude. Find me a Joe Burrow.
all right, I'm gonna break the mega,
or
and
Herbert.
then after I break yours, I'll have 8 more. So if you want one, BaileyJoeCards.com, head on over,
All right.
and you'll get free shipping.
Gotta love it. Just like Amazon.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time.
Had a lot of fun. See you guys.
Love you guys.